Okay. So, alright, now everyone's got their weapon.
I've got the big medieval gun.
Slicer, give me back my whip.
But it's nice, it's cool.
It is very nice, and when we get back from beating the shit out of a tiny man, I will tell you how I got it.
How much harm does an arquebus do?
Is there like a one-handed broadsword Jasper can use?
Sure.
Okay.
How much damage does an arquebus do?
What?
That's the gun I wanted.
I don't have time for math.
It's a medieval hand cannon.
I'd say 2.
2? It's a cannon!
For the sword, it'd be 2. That Jasper took. I really don't know. 5, maybe? I have no fucking idea. Anyway, so, is that all you want? I mean, there's this beauty. And he takes out a minigun. And, I don't know, touches it tenderly. This little beauty will carry your things.
We want to injure him, not fill him with so many holes he can't be filled again.
Boing.
Yeah, we don't want to turn him into Swiss cheese.
We don't want to Humpty Dumpty him. We're trying to un-Humpty Dumpty him.
We've unhumptied this Dumpty.
Oi. Fucking swords. Alright, and all of you have got new potions?
Yep.
Yep.
Then I do believe you're all set. And I do hope you make it out of this one.
We've got one last thing to do before we go.
Your confidence in us is reassuring.
No, I mean, I'm perfectly confident that you can get out of this. There is a... Don't... You'll get out of it.
We're gonna be fine, Luana.
Alright, I'll prepare... what is something that you enjoy that could make up for the pain that you've been through? A gesture of kindness.
Alcohol?
I can do that.
Take care of Puggle Buddy for me if I die.
Charles? You mean Charles?
Carl.
Oh, yes. The little fellow is somewhere around here. And then you just see Charles.
Oh
just
no,
around
he's
the
going
corner.
for the books.
He sneezes fire.
He's going
Wait, not run the bombs! Not run the bombs! Not run the bombs! No.
You have live bombs that can be set off with
Well,
That's
time
true.
to send the obligatory love you all, I might die text to my family.
Gonna do that. Going to fight the Arch Twink. Love ya.
Well,
Gonna Mario 64 this bitch.
Tommy's sending a text to Vargas, actually.
Love you. Call you later.
call you later.
We've already bought the room. I'll talk to you later. Lily sent everyone a text. Please don't fucking die.
Anyway,
With a
so the
smiley
text
face.
Tommy is sending to Vargas is, alright, we're going in, keep him busy.
You get a right from Marcus. And,
Oh, wait, can I take this pistol?
that's 20.
I'm tiny. I can handle it.
You should eat one shotgun.
Do not say my wife.
Make sure you get the good leather grips so you don't burn yourself.
Toy shotgun here.
Oh.
And she looks at the shotgun.
You know, alright, I can try it.
And let the grips, so you won't hurt yourself.
Alright, I'll take it. Take it.
And she takes it.
Lily sent that text.
Kick his ass, Lily.
Kick his ass. Smiley face.
Okay, where are you guys going?
Alright, I'm gonna make a detour.
My grandma is sending me memes.
Show us the memes she sent.
I'm gonna get my car and I'm gonna go pick up Hollowing and I'll meet you there.
Alright.
Make sure there's enough distance between Trixie and I until we get situated.
Mm-hmm.
See you then, Tommy.
See ya.
We've got
This
this.
is a big aim. Somebody actually did that experiment.
Yes, that is the meme that my grandma is sending me.
It's a good meme.
And then my cousin immediately commented, and now I'm never gonna eat your Rice Krispie treats again.
I want to do that experiment, but it's
Okay.
challenging.
Anyway,
So, the rest of you, all of you are going to the Mystery Machine?
Yep,
everyone
with
but
my
Tommy.
big medieval gun.
Wait, you actually took the medieval gun?
Yeah, I took the arquebus.
Oh.
I
Okay.
suggest 3 harm,
I
since
think
it's a bigger one.
I think that was planned with the intent for you not to take it.
Oh,
Like, you can, I guess?
if you didn't want me to do it, I could take the cowboy gun instead.
I thought you were. Okay, so,
mean,
That's
it'd
why I
probably
asked
take
how
you-
much damage it would do.
if it's handheld, probably 3?
I would say 3, given that it's a little bit bigger than your average pistol.
Yeah,
It'd
Okay.
probably be like
but it
around to reload it though, since it's
Yeah,
a freaking cannon.
and it's heavy, so I'd need 2 hands to shoot it.
Yeah, so bring the cowboy gun.
Yep, I'm bringing
As
that
well.
too. The arquebus is just like, you got 1 shot.
Okay. So, the rest of you going to the Mystery Machine.
Mm-hmm.
Weapons, potions, and yourselves ready, all of you travel to the place where all of this began. Where a man shattered to pieces and the world followed. Where a ruler was nearly overthrown by a man making more and more sense. And where a new archfey has yet to be born. You stop before the gates of green, snow of forgotten memory as foliage wraps around the crooked silver bars. There is no gatekeeper to block your entrance as you drive through the mess. Your tires crunch, the onset of fresh grass speckling the pavement. Houses made of gold and marble, occupied by royalty, now lay as a mess reclaimed by nature, as all things must be. Twittering birds and fauna jump out of your way as your car stops before the king of the fallen titans, the remains of Dorian Morningdale's mansion.
Damn.
You step out of the car and upturn your head, the bones of this charred corpse sprinkled with flowers, what remains of a lush garden now wild and untamed, and a path of moss leading to the center of this empty home. Tommy, you slowly follow behind this, with your charge in the back seat.
Like a funeral procession?
Kinda.
Procession?
What do you do?
I follow him park, and I help Holloway out of the car.
You all see Holloway walk out of the car. He is unresponsive, but you see him look up at what once was his home, and a flicker of something he can't quite place remains. You are at your battlegrounds.
Well, we ready?
There's nothing.
Good.
Here goes something.
Well, you said it was inside, or, in the home.
As inside as you can have when the roof's knocked off.
It's more than knocked off. We burnt the place down.
Yeah.
You step inside the crumbled walls, a carpet of moss covering a once posh floor as stars instead of chandeliers twinkle above your head. You see twinkling lights follow you curiously, this alien home a wonder for the ages, until you see the centerpiece of it all, the painting. In the center of the room that housed the death of a villain, you see a painting, the painting, on a mound of vines. Held by an easel of living wood, you see the masterpiece that once contained Dorian Morningdale,
I gotta get you a fork. Thank you.
empty and strange, yet containing all the beauty only the hands of an artist could provide. A portal to a fight to remember. Trixie stops, looking at the painting, then back to you.
This is it.
Yep. So do we just
Big
walk in?
We do, but
Trixie turns
Thanks.
to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
When I come out of this, I won't be the same, and I want to talk with all of you before that
Okay.
happens.
She walks up to James.
Yeah.
James, I love your jokes, your laugh. You're one of the friends I always needed, and I hope we can continue to be friends after this.
We will.
I hope I can go shopping with you and buy all the fashion disasters.
We will.
She nods, and she gives you a hug.
I give her a hug back.
Then she walks up to Jasper.
Jasper, whether or not I've been dating your uncle or your aunt, I've always seen you as my nephew. I know we haven't had much time to talk during all of this, but I hope this, maybe becoming an archfey, doesn't change anything between us, considering how you feel about Dorian.
I mean, if it does, I'll just tear it out of you. Get my aunt back.
She laughs.
I guess that's one way to do it. Always count on you, right?
I love you, Trixie.
I love you too. And I promise after all this is over, I will officially become your aunt one day.
You better.
She nods. Quick hug,
Jasper
and
will hug. Yep.
she hugs. And he is 6 tall, like 6 foot tall, and she's 5 foot, so you can imagine the proportions there. And also, I'm going to let you know in advance, the music is going to be very central to all of this, so...
Turning up Holloway.
Oh, yeah.
I like how we brought Holloway. So he's just playing the music in the background.
All the way in the background, baby.
Yeah.
There was
brought
something else we
instruments.
wanted to do before we go in, but I'll wait till after Trixie's done.
Yeah, everyone gets a little Trixie talk.
Tommy, I never thought I'd have to share a guy's soul with another person, but if I'd have to choose anyone, it'd be you. We've been through a lot this past week, and I appreciate your support in doing what, well, has never been done before. I'm almost a little sad that it'll end, but then I remember I get to have my name back after all of this, so...
We get to have your name back, and hey, our friendship isn't gonna end over this. That's a promise.
I know.
She laughs, and
I'd like to hug you, but,
We can hug
that might just end the world, so I think
We'll
I'll
hug
just have
later.
to give you one after.
Actually, can you help me
Yeah?
make him a chair? I still can't do chairs.
I can make you a chair. I'll make you the best chair.
For Holloway, yeah.
Alright.
Because we don't know how long he's gonna have to wait.
Alright, and she makes a chair for Holloway. He sits.
And I'll have to keep my promises now on, so you know I'm good for that hug, yeah?
Better be.
And
I'll put the
She
smoke
get-
in your office.
and then she walks to Katja. She pauses, a beat passing before you hear a skittering of her feet as the woman jumps into Katja's arms.
Katja, love of my life. You and Charles are one of the few things that are helping me hold on. I know we haven't talked about how me being an archfey is gonna affect us, like, a relationship, but I'd like to think when I walk out of this, I have you to come back to. I meant what I told Jasper. I'd like to marry you one day. And,
She sniffs, and you see a gold tear fall down her cheek.
well, I can't do that if I'm dead, so another promise to keep.
I'm not gonna steal it from
We've got plenty of tears, Jazz. We got plenty from the mess that is Dorian Morningdale. We got too many. We're fine. We're good. On
Jasper,
teams.
no.
That's all I really have, guys. So that's all I really have, guys. So
She turns to the painting. Players.
Well, guys. Looks like we got a arch twink to kick.
No, I'm asking all of you. Players.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you ready for a fight to remember?
Hard to forget.
Born ready.
Okay.
Jasper, Corey salty that we didn't collect the archfactor.
No, not salty.
You can get them at the wedding.
Crave.
Okay.
That's true.
I just see Jasper at Katja and Charles Trixie's wedding just
Alright.
for like a cup.
Electing joy
Angel
tears.
tears. Angel tears. Demon tears.
I-
Archfey tears.
Mix them together and what do you got? Bibbity bobbity boop.
One by
Uh,
one. Okay.
I was going to say a nuclear explosion, but
Okay. One by one, all of you cross the threshold and drift into a world that is not your own. Your feet fall into wood, planks in a room the portrait intended to display, the sound immediately striking you as off. Wrong, but not in the wrongness of a 2 being after 3, nor a corpse being found in a schoolyard, but that of a symphony in the place of the mundane. As the rest of you enter, you notice the sound is wrong here. The small empty room which once housed 2 is haunted by the ghost of a musician, a memory. Your breath sounds like the sigh of woodwinds, your heartbeat a drum in your chest, and your words, however mundane they are, have a musical quality. This reality is far different than your own.
Oh no, we're trapped in another goddamn musical.
Does that mean my no? Wait, I got you something. Huh?
Yes, it does.
Holy crap! It sounds like a bike horn.
You also see there's actually a window that you entered, so there is a door that you specifically have to enter.
Up.
And
Area 64.
you are in the painting in
Okay,
the
we're
room.
in it.
Yeah,
I'm
you're in
done.
it. Yeah. And immediately as you enter, you see Trixie change her stance anyway.
I never thought this was the place I was destined to die.
And you see Trixie look back, not Trixie. A almost peacefulness on his face as he understands why he's here.
Well, I suppose this is very beautiful.
It isn't going to be death necessarily.
Yeah, we promised Holloway we'd bring you out to him.
A different kind of death. I won't be the same. And maybe that's for the best.
Maybe.
Take
Not
it as-
Trixie.
Take it
Yep.
as that of rebirth rather than death.
But that's what rebirth is, Miss Terzel.
I know.
Come,
Well,
I suppose it's time for you to learn something. This painting isn't just a room.
And he walks over to... I want to clarify that everything around you is styled like a painting. Nothing is real, air quotes. It's all paint.
What kind of painting is it? Is it an impressionist painting?
Yeah. So think
We're in
of
a
like...
Monet.
So you see him walk over to what appears to be a holder for umbrellas. He takes one, and then he walks to the balcony, opening the umbrella.
This was meant to be a city.
City?
And he gestures for you to take one of the umbrellas.
All right.
wait, hold on. Are we doing a Mary Poppins here?
that's what I was thinking.
It's time to marry this.
It's the fastest way down.
I take a blue umbrella.
You have
Okay.
fucking wings. You dramatic little shit.
Says the theater kid.
Do you all take an umbrella?
I take a light blue one.
Tommy takes an orange one.
Okay. Are the rest of you gonna color code?
Yes.
Why would I need an umbrella? I have fucking wings.
That's fair.
Jasper will just hop onto Katja's back.
Piggyback.
I don't need
All right,
an umbrella
buddy.
either. I'm just doing this out of
For fun.
tribute to the showmanship.
You see, not Trixie, take their umbrella, open it up, give a little smile as they do a back pedal off the balcony. And you rush forward, almost worrying for a second that they'd fall, but you see them slowly float down to the city, which you realize is so much more elaborate. After all of you either use your umbrella or fly down a different way, you find your breath catching in your throat as nothing in the world looks like what exists around you. You see a
Breath.
city. You see a city you can touch, you can see, completely made of paint. Everything seems unnatural, yet gorgeous. An empty city square of warm grays and orange and yellows, a white fountain spewing the impression of water as naturally as reality. And
Holy shit.
you see a clock tower bathed in dusklight, a tall thing of grace 150 feet from the building you exited. The reality your mind is desperately trying to wrap itself around is interrupted by the skillful brushstrokes painting the sky, the last dream of an artist that could never breathe. Smudges of color that hum sweet nothings to souls in the only voice that may encourage them to weep. You reach the ground, and Dorian closes the umbrella. A beautiful place to be born, if there was any.
Agreed.
I suppose
ready?
you'll want your friend?
I would prefer.
He nods.
But before you go, Dorian, one thing to ask.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I suppose I'll have to be.
Okay if you're not.
I'm...
Not everyone's ready. Even if they still have to face it anyway.
He pauses and thinks on that. And then he looks up. I'm sorry for what I'm about to do. It is not within my control.
You know.
And with that, he closes his eyes. And...
Alright. Okay.
Trixie nods to herself.
Okay. Are we good?
Yeah. You got this, kid.
Right.
I believe
We
in
got this. We've got this.
It'll all be okay, Rosie.
Tommy?
Yep. I know it's
She walks in front of the fountain and holds out a hand.
I'll need your help for this one.
Yeah. Before he takes her hand, he says, when it's stretched to hit, squeeze as hard as you can. It'll help.
Alright.
And he holds out his hands. Both of his hands.
Trixie grabs Tommy's hand. A flash of light blinds your visions, and you hear Dorian scream echo across the place. The effect is immediate. Tommy and Trixie's hand clasp together as a figure forms in front of the fountain, and both of them are howling. You see a being of green and gold spark and energy as it clasps just above the fountain. Trixie and Tommy in pain at this new revelation.
you see a man stand before the fountain, gold melting from his body, scrambling to stick together and dissolve into the painting around him. And you feel the earth rumble underneath your feet. The brushstrokes forming the fountain's buildings and distorted reality vibrate, melting, vibrancy multiplying, liquefying back into paint and forming into a new picture that could only be a battleground. As Dorian screams again, rising into the air, swirling whirlpool of color, shooting him into the air before slamming the artist into the wet paint-soaked stone. An explosion of color shakes the world, and you look up to see something out of sight has appeared at the top of the clock tower. But you've little time to process this as Dorian, armed with a shifting whirlwind of paint, whips his head at you with a terrifyingly musical roar, gold spitting from his mouth. And this is the time I would have you roll for initiative, but we've already done that. So, Katja Terzel.
Okay.
You see a whirlwind surrounding Dorian Morningdale. What do you do?
And he's at the top of the clock tower?
Oh no, he's not at the clock tower. Sorry, that was a lot of description. He's just above the fountain.
Just above the fountain, but it's
A whirlwind is keeping him afloat. A whirlwind of paint.
how far is he up off the ground?
About like 20 feet. Not too bad.
Okay.
Something did glow from the clock tower, though. You're not sure what it is.
Cool. Katja will use her wings to get up to where she can make eye contact with Dorian.
Okay.
And then she's going to pull out her sword
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to swing at him.
Okay, roll kick some ass.
Oh, don't fuck me up. That is a 13.
13?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that'll fucking do it. What's the damage on that?
3. It is hand, fire, and holy.
Okay, what are you fucking doing?
It's very, very methodical the way Katja does this. She looks up, she sees the clock tower, realizes that's not of her most importance right now. It's the most important thing is right in front of her. She kind of glances back at everybody before getting up to Dorian's height, pulling out her sword, and then just swinging with like almost Delana-like precision.
Okay. You watch Katja take the sword out from her back, almost in a ironically musical fashion, as she perfectly right exactly through where Dorian is. What would be a slice that would send him sprawling, however, is caught by the paint. It does hit him slightly, but not the perfect blow that it should be. Katja, your blade gets stuck in the paint before you whip it out, and looking up, you see a flash in the distance. Okay. Anything else?
Would there be any way for me to get closer to the thing on the clock tower?
I can let you try to figure out what it is. You're gonna need to go pretty high up.
Yeah.
You start flying upward to see what it is, and you get about the same, like, the height of it.
Mhm.
And you see that there's something in there. There's something alive. There's something moving. You don't know what it is, but it's there.
Lovely.
And that's all you can really compare at this.
Are you
Okay.
gonna tell the others about the thing in the clock tower? Or is it kind of inferred?
I think she's too far up for you guys to hear her.
And
Right.
way too.
Did anyone else see a flash in the clock tower? Because I was thinking that I was gonna... Because I'm not very good in a straight-on fight.
Mhm.
I know that... So I typically look for other things to do.
Mhm.
I was gonna try and head to the clock tower if we all saw that kind of flash.
Mhm.
And
I
mean-
go for it.
Yeah.
It's your
yeah, I'm gonna gun to the clock tower.
and you can fly, so you can do that.
Yeah, and I'm going to figure out what's there and sort of aim at that depending on what's there.
Okay. This is pretty far, and I usually don't count movement, but
Yeah.
I did describe the distance, so I'll let you get to it.
Okay,
But
but that's all I
gonna
can do with that turn.
Yeah, but you can get to it. It's just
That's
because
fine.
I did describe this was far. So, James, you see Katja look at something at a distance, and your thought is, shit, might as well go check it. So, all of you watch James just over to the clock tower to see what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And you're able to fall right on the apex of the clock tower, where the bell and shit would be. Is it a bell tower? Yeah, it's a fucking bell tower, not a clock
Yep.
tower. Sorry.
Well, clock towers have bells.
You look inside and you see a mass of living paint hidden in the dark. And it is constantly moving and shifting within on each other. And it is, by all accounts, alive, it seems.
Well, damn. I know what we're going for.
Okay.
It's Mario
else?
Sunshine. I kind of, if Katja can see me from here, I kind of signal over to it.
Okay. Yeah.
So that
she'll-
she knows that this is what our priority should be right now.
Yeah, she'll nod, and eventually we'll make our way over there.
All right.
Okay.
Good to know.
Tommy,
Yeah.
there is something that is happening to you. Well, not just you, but to also Trixie. You find yourself on the ground reeling from what happened with Dorian, but you find yourself rising up not as the same. Those who would appear and watch see Tommy is growing, that familiar of his archfey form, but a second glance, you see that he's not growing into his archfey form. No, this is something you've never seen before. You watch Tommy growl as horns protrude from his skull, his suit ripping to reveal fur through as hooves. Larger than
Horns
you've
or
seen-
antlers?
Antlers, yeah. Antlers of pure gold and hooves matching the same. As black fur coated with leaves brush his coat. And as Tommy looks up, you don't see his face. You see that of a deer.
What the fuck?
It's the Great Bambino.
You see
I knew
a,
that joke would be made today.
not including the antlers, a 12-foot tall giant deer man.
It's very dear to us.
Yes. Tommy. Right now you are an archfey. At least, for this fight. What do you do?
So you know the have you seen Lord of the Rings with the Balrog?
No.
Fuck!
You shall not pass. He's gonna whip around and
He's
grab
gonna-
Dorian by the ankle.
Yeah, well, in this case, Dorian would be closer to Gandalf, and Tommy would be more like the Balrog. Hang on.
It's the you shall not pass. It's this. I found it.
That, yep, right there. And he's gonna use that his demon whip to grasp Dorian out of the tornado, if he can.
Okay. Sure. That'll be a kick some ass. Roll me a kick some ass.
All right. Who? Don't fail me now. All right. Ooh, that's a perfect hit. Can I do it as a come get some to get him to focus solely on Tommy?
Sure. You can do that.
Awesome.
Let's see. Yeah. We'll have you roll in a second here for that. But first, let's focus on the attack. So, you're doing your whip and you're trying to pull him down, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You see this giant deer man just... And you see the chain flip back. And you watch as he puts it over his head and you see Dorian scream out in pain as a chain wraps around his ankle. And that's a 3 harm, correct? No, it's 2 harm. but it's wrought iron.
Hang on. Chain whip is 2 harm. Yes.
Yeah.
It's demonic and wrought iron.
Okay. You're able to chain it around him, but let's see. You see that there's a coat of paint underneath his skin, in between his skin and in between the chain. And actually, right as he puts that attack, James, you
Yeah?
see the picture's heart pulse.
Oh,
And
so it's like a heart.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me it was a heart before.
it seems like a heart of pain. Tommy, you do currently have hold of Dorian. You wanted to. What else did you want to do? You said you wanted to come get some?
I wanted to use the come get some to try and keep him focused on me so that anyone else who wants to can go for the other thing that seems to be protecting him.
Okay, sure. Well, I mean, you already did an attack, so I don't think that's a part of an attack, though. That would be an action to do come get some.
Challenge your foes to fight you alone. Your words may be just the biggest, baddest bastard on the team. I'd say grabbing him around the ankle with a very painful demonic whip is a pretty good challenge.
Okay, fine, that's fair enough. All right, roll.
Okay, that's another 10.
That's another 10?
Yes.
Okay. You see Dorian whip around, a being of nothing but gold, and he screams. And guess whose turn it is, guys?
It's his.
And it's
Asper's.
No, because I rolled for the other people first.
Ah.
So, I rolled for everyone, so Jasper, you'll be after the enemies.
Maybe post a picture of the turnover order, like you did before I joined.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh shit, I need to cover this first, because I don't want. You see the attacks,
I'm so glad he chose this melee.
What is this from?
So this is from Seasons After Fall.
Oh, that game that I got. The one with the little fox?
Yep. You'll see what it's for eventually.
Ooh.
It's really good.
I love the music of this. And I love the
really
music of that
fits.
game.
It really fits because that's basically a moving painting, and this is kind of a moving painting, and it just feels right. You know?
It
Yeah,
does.
So that's the thing. So I covered the details on the other people, but I can run with the turnovers.
No.
So,
No.
all right, now they're gonna attack Tommy.
I know on my turn I'm gonna have a question about that paint.
Okay, so Tommy.
2 armor.
All right, you get 2 armor. You're gonna see Dorian pull back his arm, and actually there is almost a phantom fist of paint as he rears back his arm, and he's gonna scream, and he's going to put into a fist and slam it into you. And this thing, you get smacked what feels like a block of clay right in the chest, and that's going to hit you for 4 harm. Directly into the chest.
That's 4 harm altogether.
Yeah, 4 harm altogether. However, that's another one there. You also see another, you see the paint around him actually begin to coalesce into another arm that he is not in control of. And this actually is going to try to wrap around your leg and pull you down.
I'm
And
still
that
holding
is
on to
not-
him.
Yeah. But there's another creature that's going after you right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a bad roll. So you're going to feel, Tommy, you feel the ground underneath you that's made of paint actually encase your foot. And it's almost like these barbed claws just directly into your leg. And that is going to be 3 harm.
Oh, I forgot to use my arch face stats earlier, but it doesn't
Yes.
really matter.
So also right now you are currently, a hoof is glued to the ground.
Gotcha.
And those are the enemies. So, Jasper.
Okay.
You see a big bambino. There are 2 creatures apparently attacking Tommy, one of which is a painting. Is the painting itself.
Oh boy. I don't know what I should do. I can't really get to the clock tower.
Don't you have ranged
step.
attacks?
Shadow step.
Yeah,
You
but
could.
would I be able to get to James in one go?
You could. Yeah, you could probably get over there. Though that would once again that would be your action to get over there as well because it's very far.
Yeah. Should I just fireball Dorian?
Oil paint is flammable.
It's true.
Tommy
Paint
is
is
also
flammable.
in the flammable paint.
Could I tell Shadow to go back James up? Or is that too far?
I mean, you do have a thing on your sheet that says you can use shadow to do a thing, so you could.
Okay.
Sure,
I'll tell. Sweet.
Because I'm thinking about blowing up the dang paint thing.
You really want me to go over there right now? You know I won't be here with you, right?
As much as I trust James, I think he might need some help.
All right there, buddy.
And she gives a salute. And in a second, James, you see a being of green just.
Howdy there, buddy.
Hey, Amber. Good. Send you over here? Good, because I'm gonna need the help.
What the fuck is that?
An arquebus.
Shit.
It's a hand cannon. Sure, I'll take some.
All right. So are you just spending your turn to send shadow over there?
Thank you.
Can I also throw a fireball at Dorian?
Okay, yeah, sure, why not?
Sweet.
That's just one of your
Fireball!
That's 11 total.
Oh. Okay, that'll fucking do it.
Just
let's
watch
see.
out for me. Watch
I
out for
mean
me.
that
I'm
Dorian.
running.
Yeah, Dorian. Dorian using paint, so he's far enough away from you that it's not gonna hurt Tommy, even though he's a giant deer man.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you're using the big whammy, correct? Or
I have to be close for that one.
close? Okay.
And I don't think Dorian's like on ground level, is he?
No, he's not. Okay, so that's gonna be two harm for that.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, 2
And
harm.
Fire. So,
Okay, 2 harm. Yep. Okay, and you get an 11. All right, sure. Jasper, you your eyes light up as you splay out your hand as you watch as the scars on your arm glow as a fireball just from your hand as it slams into the paint, and you watch this whirlwind that's holding up Dorian just fall a bit as he falls about 10 feet in the air. And he turns his attention to you, Jasper. He didn't really like that very much.
It's okay. I don't like him very much.
Hide behind Tommy.
Okay, next is gonna be
Jasper's fine.
okay.
Ciao.
Next is gonna be Trixie, who is going to look at the thing that's holding Tommy down, and she's going to attempt to shoot at it or
I
something.
was gonna say, if you leave it there, Tommy could use it as an anchor point.
An anchor point?
Yes,
Okay.
to pull Dorian the rest of the way down.
What does Trixie look like right now?
Okay, yes, the description of Trixie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, because Tommy looks different.
You see Trixie as in her similar archfey form, but this is taken to its extreme. Her wings are twice their size and resemble that of butterfly wings instead of hummingbirds. You see that they are gold, straight gold, and her eyes burn brilliantly as she jumps up and flies. If you hadn't known Kash, you'd almost describe it as angelic. She flies up into the air, and she's going to look at. What is she gonna fucking do? She is going to look at Dorian, and she is going to use her shotgun, because of course she is.
You know, technically, she could probably perch on like one of Tommy's antlers. She's fairly small.
Okay. She stops on Tommy's
The borrower
antlers,
with a gun.
cocking her shotgun, but it seems like she aimed a little bit too far to the left, and her shot missed. So, we're gonna go back to the top of the order. Katya.
Ah, ciao.
So there's that weird fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
How far is that from the clock? How far is Kasha from that?
Well, you're its height, and since you're its height, I can say that you can reach it because, you know how like when you, you know in math when you have a rectangle and the top left part and the bottom right part that's like a farther distance. Or you know what I'm talking about? Never mind.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Anyway,
Hypotenuse.
well, all I know is that she can reach it. So, she is going to fly at full fucking speed and then proceed to kick it.
Kick it?
She's gonna fucking kick it. She's not gonna kick it off the tower, but she's gonna fucking. She's flying there. She's using her wings and she's flying full fucking force, and she's gonna kick the dumb shit.
Kick the heart in the. Okay.
You're gonna kick
I'm
it
gonna
in the
kick your heart in the heart.
All right, roll to kick the heart, I guess.
I'm going to punch your face in the face. The
Yeah, that's-
hypotenuse.
That's gonna
Yeah,
be
that's
an
what I'm
11.
talking about.
That's an 11.
That's 11? Okay, you can kick the heart. That's kicking damage, so unarmed is like... I believe it's 2 for unarmed. So, okay. Katya, you rush forward, foot first, into this thing's ass. And...
This thing's ass.
Okay. And that's
Katya, into the ass first.
And
Someone-
your foot slams into it, and you watch the heart shake and pulse. And it was pretty cool, but your foot's stuck in it. And you can't really get out, apparently.
Oh no.
I am now stuck.
Well,
And-
Uh-oh.
we'll have to cut it off.
You actually see the heart kind of coalesce around, almost as it's trying to drag you into it.
Oh no.
And by the way, you're horizontal right now. So,
Oh boy.
you did damage. You did damage.
Oh,
Shoot it, Tim.
Worth it.
More Monet,
no.
more
That's
fun.
the only thing I can do right now. Shit.
Well,
You did kick it.
Katya, forgive me if I end up getting you in the blaster.
Oh god. What did you do, James?
I mean, Amber's helping.
Amber's helping, yeah.
So,
Nuisance.
so is that actually going to like help me with this?
Sure, yeah, why not? She'll help a little bit.
What does that mean for my?
It'll probably be a plus. Yeah, I'll roll to see how much it helps.
All right. Please don't. What'd you get?
Okay, so I'll be adding a +1 to your roll.
All right. Come on. Okay, I can live with that. That is a total of 8 then.
Okay, with an 8? Alright.
Yeah, and this is with the arquebus.
And you're trying to shoot this thing's ass.
Yeah, I'm trying to shoot the paint.
Okay, you're shooting the fucking paint. Cool.
Like the paint heart, you know?
Yeah, you're shooting the paint heart. It's called the painter's heart, actually.
Okay, the painter's heart.
And, alright, fuck, that does how much damage?
3 harm, you said.
Shit, okay.
3 harm, and it's iron.
And it's iron. Okay. In a moment of combative brilliance, for James, you see him cock this gun and right into this thing. And Katya, you see a hole blast right through it, enough so that you fall onto the ground because this thing has lost its hold on you. And that's gonna be a lot of damage. Fuck.
I thought for sure Katya would have to cut off her foot. I would completely honest with you.
I was joking. Jeez.
I'm glad she's free. I am free.
Hey, I
think
mean-
Katya-
Hey, I mean, it would have been a character thing. She just would have straight up, because she would have done it. She would have straight up cut off her foot and just fought with one foot.
Attention, climbers. The saws are on the way.
Okay, so the end of it for your turn. You did a lot of damage for this thing, and
Yeah. How much did I do?
Well, that's double, so it's gonna be 6. So, but now we're on to Tommy.
Alright. So Tommy, he's got basically a death grip on his whip, which has sort
Yes,
of
you
a
do.
death grip on Norian's foot, paint
Yes, you
covered
do.
in paint. So he's going to use that to try and drag Dorian towards him.
Okay.
And in doing so, he'll either succeed at that or pull himself part of the way out of the paint. Either way, plus it's a bonus.
Yeah, that'll be an act under pressure then.
Not tough because it sounds like a strength.
Alright, fine. Alright, you can have strength for that.
So, because I forgot to look at the archface stats before I started doing things, so it's plus 3 instead of plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a damn good thing it is.
Okay, what'd you get?
Because that's a 10.
You got a 10? Okay. So, Tommy, you pull onto this chain, ignoring the pain that it causes your hands because you're that cool, and you pull down, and you actually slam Dorian right into the ground. And predictably, his paint armor absorbs the blast, but the fact of the matter is, he's no longer in the sky and he's on the ground.
Which means
Since
a
we
certain
killed the
someone
thing.
can reach him.
Yeah, so someone can reach him. And Dorian's not gonna like that. Wait, hold up a second. Alright, so he's gonna go after Tommy. Okay, sorry about that, buddy.
That's okay.
Tommy. Dorian stands up to his feet, and you see he is very, very pissed off and doesn't look like himself at all.
Anger.
Is he the
he
same size
is-
as he usually is?
He is a little bit bigger, but not by much.
So he's still like barely up to Tommy's waist here.
Yeah, he's barely up
Anger.
to Tommy's waist. And you just watch the paint coalesce around his hand as he pulls back his arm and thrusts forward. And I'm sorry, buddy, but that thing is gonna go right into your stomach, and that's gonna be 6 harm. As Dorian just slammed this paint right into your stomach. It's a blade of sorts.
You're gonna get lead
A
poisoning.
request here.
Uh-huh.
Can I use a legendary action to have that?
Yes, you can.
And does armor still cover?
Yes, armor still covers that.
So that
All
brings
right,
it down
sure.
to 1 singular harm.
Alright, here's what happens for that. You see what would be a lethal blow pull back from Dorian as he would almost cave this man through. But you see giant Archfey Tommy grab him right by the hand, take him and slam him into the ground with hardly a thought for the damage that it could cause.
Be gone, thought.
You pretty much noped him. You only have 2 legendary actions left.
Correct.
Okay. So that leads up to the... Okay, here's what happens. Tommy, as this happens, you look at Dorian and you see the paint surrounding him leaves him. And you watch it crawl within the ground and up the clock tower. And
Ah, shit.
Katja and James, you see a man made of paint crawl up from the ground.
Oh,
And he
good
is-
day, Monet.
Very, very angry. So,
Kill it with fire.
Bonjour.
I'm about to burn down this entire fucking clock tower.
I think that's the idea.
shit. Who's closer?
Katja's on the actual top of the clock tower. I don't know where James is.
I'm floating nearby enough to shoot it.
Okay.
So Katja!
Yep.
I'm conflicted here because you did just shoot it, so you think it hit
Yeah, it would be angrier at me. I did more damage.
I was also one who kicked its heart like 10 feet.
Either both of us are equal opportunity for getting our ass kicked.
Okay.
Flip a
Odd or
coin.
even? Odd or even? Ren.
Odd.
Okay, it'll go after Kacha. All right.
God damn it.
All right, Kacha, you see this thing crawl up from the ground.
Kill the fire.
You see its mouth open and hiss this just rainbows worth of paint all over you as it
Ew.
takes its arm back, turns it into a spear, and it's gonna hit you right in the shoulder. You see this thing goes right through your shoulder, and that's going to be a total of 5 harm. Right on, like, in your shoulder.
All right.
You are
Ow.
currently nailed to the ground by this spear of paint.
Cool. All right, buddy. You want to play like that and burn your fucking tower down? That's it.
Okay.
We're gonna burn down France.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
burn down this fucking clock tower.
So Jasper,
Yes.
it seems that whatever was the armor, whirlwind, whatever you want to call it, protecting Dorian has left. What do you do?
Ooh. 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 And he's on the ground, right?
He is also on the ground, yes.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Big whammy.
big whammy.
Yep.
Big
Big
whammy?
Can I,
wham.
can I slash him with the sword too? For coolness?
For flavor. Yeah, sure, I can allow
Give
it.
some pizzazz.
Yeah.
Gotta be like your aunt.
Yep.
Roll for fucking big whammy. Oh, yeah.
That's a perfect 12.
Oh my god.
Plus 3.
Ooh.
So 15.
Oh shit.
Fire, big whammy.
So that's
I
gonna
can
be a
roll.
total-
I can roll hex.
Yeah, sure. That's a total of 4 base harm right there. Fuck. That's without
Just-
the doubling.
Just made it with the 8.
Okay. So with Jinx, you get +1 harm, isn't that right? It's gonna be, yeah, it says plus 1 for that.
Okay.
For that. Okay, so you want to do +1 harm? Oh no, it's hex. Oh shit,
Yeah.
you're doing hex.
Plus 2.
Shit. Fuck. It's a base of 6,
Plus it's fire.
and plus it's doubled. Okay, 1 second here, guys.
Fucking do
That's
it,
12.
Jazz.
That's 12. Fuck. 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna take off the damage quick, just so I can get that down. Jasper.
This is what I'm picturing. If anyone's seen DBZ.
It's Trunks.
Yep.
You see
You
Jasper.
slashed me said right in the death.
You see Jasper take back his sword, his own magic lighting a green fire onto it as his eyes burn a deep green, his scars flaring a light. And I imagine he says something, I hate modern art.
What does Jasper say?
What does Jasper say before he does this? This giant, fast, flaming sword.
Ooh. I don't know what he'd say, to be honest. I'll have to think about it.
I like Picasso better.
Never
I'm a
been-
Picasso man myself.
And he says that as he pulls back the sword and slashes it right across Dorian's stomach. And you see Dorian scream as he's almost cleft entirely in half.
Ooh,
As-
that happened to Tommy.
Yeah, as gold just spurts out from his wounds and barely is able to heal itself back up, but not completely.
Left
Yeah.
in twain.
He's almost cleft in twain at that. You have caused a lot of damages. Fuck.
How much
Okay.
did I do to him?
12. Because it's
Whoa.
double. Fuck.
Damn.
Alright. So next it's going to be Trixie. Seeing that he is on the ground, she's also going to try to hit him. Shit. Okay, that's a fucking perfect roll, Trixie. Fuck, you didn't have to hit me like that.
Trixie!
Okay, Trixie takes her shotgun and
I won't miss this time.
right towards his head, you see a as his face is filled with buckshot as he hisses and is partially blind, and that's going to be a total, if you're wondering, 4 harm on that one.
So 16 damage.
Yeah, it's a total of 16 damage, and he is not liking that. So, next we're going to go back to Katya. Katya,
Alright.
you are pinned to the ground.
I'm pinned to the
Have-
ground.
Have a sword paint in your shoulder.
Okay. How far is the fucking random ass thing that stabbed me?
Its arm is the thing that's through your shoulder, so yes, it's right there.
Cool. I'm gonna do 2 things. One, you're gonna watch her with the rest of the strike that she has. She's going to chuck her sword while it's still on fire in an attempt to burn down the clock tower, or at least catch it on fire. And then she's going to, what arm is pinned? Please be her right arm.
Okay, yeah, it's her right arm.
And with a signature, Katya Tazel left hook. Punch this fucker to get off her.
Yeah,
Okay.
her infamous left hook.
So those are
boy,
2
okay.
actions. You can throw the sword. But it's you can throw the sword in a place where it's gonna catch the thing fire, or you can punch the thing.
Nah, we're gonna go down in a blaze of glory. Set the thing on fire.
Okay, you're gonna set
Set
the thing
that
on fire.
boy on fire.
All right.
Well, so you'll see her look at James, and then she just goes, "This is gonna be real stupid, but don't come after me." And then she's gonna throw her sword.
Fair enough.
I'll roll to see if it catches anything on fire.
What would?
That would
How
be
do I?
act under
How
pressure.
do I roll for Orson?
Gotta roll plus Quinn.
Yeah, roll plus Quinn.
I'm gonna roll for Orson. What the fuck? That is an 11.
Okay. You throw your sword, and everything being made of paint, it catches in the ceiling, and you watch as it begins slowly to catch the place fire. You have caught it fire, and it is slowly causing damage. You are still pinned at this point, though.
That is okay. Like I said, she is perfectly okay going down in a blaze of glory.
Okay, James.
Okay, noticing that Monet over there has pinned my friend, and the clock tower is now on fire.
It's
I have
beginning.
a
It's on fire. Yep.
I have a question,
Yes.
and that is, okay, the reloading the arquebus would take an action, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna use the cowboy gun.
Okay.
Because this thing's hurt by metal weapons too, extra bad.
Okay.
So otherwise I'd be using the ghost gun. Which does have a better chance of hit, but what I'm trying to do is to distract it away from Katya enough that it takes the blade out of her shoulder.
Okay, you're trying to distract it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. I think that'd be a plus charm, and you had your word for that, so go right ahead to fucking distract.
Let's try this. Please. For the love of the gods. Okay. That is a total of 9.
Okay. And to clarify, you were distracting it, so you're not doing damage. But that is
Yeah, I'm not doing damage.
Okay. So, what are you doing?
There's a few things.
Uh-huh.
Hey Monet! I'm Peter Pan! Flying around the clock tower. And I'm not shooting on purpose, but I am making sort of shots around to distract it, because, that's loud and distracting.
Okay.
And
Sure.
go to hell!
Sure. I'd say that'll do it, because shooting is the proving part. You see
Yeah.
this thing take out its arm sword from Katya as it turns its attention to you. And yeah, its arm sword is out of Katya's. Okay.
Are you gonna do that?
All right. Let's see here. And the next one is going to be Tommy.
Yep. So I have an idea for what I want to do. Is there still a Dorian on the ground in front of me?
Yeah. He was shot in the face, and his gut is slowly healing.
How bad does he look?
Oh, he's bloodied. He's bloodied, yeah.
Alright. How much more bloody does he look like he need to be?
He's not at half yet, but he's close.
Alright. I'm gonna do this.
What?
In the voice chat. You know Hulk and Loki?
Okay. Roll to kick some ass then.
Would be this considered a unarmed attack?
Yeah, it would be.
Alright, then that's a 3-harm attack.
Okay. What is that?
That's an 11.
An 11? Okay, that does it.
And can I use a legendary action? Actually, first.
Okay.
The plus for hitting, I want to do extra damage. Fuck, it's been a while since I've actually done this.
Okay.
I don't usually get 11s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the plus one. Alright, I got that, so we'll get 4.
Who the fuck is kick some ass?
Okay, so that's 4, and then you're gonna use your legendary action, right?
Yep, to double that.
Okay. Alright, is that it?
And then, can I still do the, finish him?
Huh. Okay. You can try. You can try. You can roll and you can try.
Alright. So, because that's a 3 harm or more.
Yeah, that was. You can try. Go for it.
Well, that's an 8.
It's an 8? Okay, that'll
So
be
I
another...
get one extra harm onto that.
Okay, yep, that'll work. Okay, alright. So, Jasper, after nearly clefting him in two, you watch Trixie fly off of Tommy's antlers as he pulls this tiny-ass man by his feet and... and you see him just slam, and you see actually pieces of porcelain fly off of Dorian as he's not looking too great right now. He is not looking great at all, but he's not dead. So, now it's going to be Dorian's turn, and he's not going to be very happy about that. He slams into the ground right in front of Jasper, and he's going to look up since he's directly in front of him, and he's going to try to hit. Okay. Jasper.
Yes.
As Dorian is slammed into the ground, you see paint, like the ground itself turn into rainbow paint, and it actually punches you across the face, and you are going to take a total of 3 harm.
Okay.
And yeah, you are knocked back by Dorian just slamming you in the face.
Are my glasses okay?
Your glasses are... I don't want to be that much of an asshole.
I mean, he doesn't need them to see, but...
Okay, sure. Then yeah, your glasses do pop off. Because that stellar right hook from this arch twink.
Okay.
Alright. And now for the painter's heart. Shit. They are currently looking at James. Not Katja, thank God. Shit.
They're looking at me as I'm flying loops around the clock tower.
Yeah, and they're not gonna like that very much. So, you watch as they, like, almost Mega Man style, take one arm, put it in the other, and aim a cannon. And you watch as a splot of paint slams you directly in the chest. And it's like a fucking cannonball hitting you. And, because you're in the air, I want you to roll me 2d6.
Oh, fuck. That is a 9?
Okay, good job. You are hit in the chest for a total of 3 harm.
So 2.
And, yeah, so 2. And you almost barely slam into another building, but are just able to stop yourself from hitting it. You have flown several feet closer to the ground, but you prevented yourself from falling from a lethal height.
Lethal.
Yeah, lethal again. So that's their turn. Jasper,
Yes.
you had your glasses knocked off.
Oops.
What are you doing?
Oops.
I muted myself by mistake, thinking I was.
I thought that
already
was
muted.
Jasper's reaction to getting his glasses knocked off. Oops.
Just like high school.
What are you doing?
Probably just go for another big whammy again.
Oh shit. Okay.
BD whack.
Yep. Let's see. That's 10 total, so that's a success.
That's a success.
bet.
You're using your sword again?
Sure. Nah, maybe I'll just blast him with whole fire.
Okay, sure. So you're using your fire, so that'll be 4 for base. Okay.
Oh.
Alright.
How bad is he looking? Should I do a hex or?
Alright, I can tell you. Do you want to use the... He's under half health right now, so...
Okay.
So you pull back your arm, being very pissed off that you just lost your fucking glasses. You put both of your hands together and kamehameha this bitch. And while Tommy is throwing him up into the air, you hit him right in the chest. And that's going to be a base of 4. Yeah, he is not looking good. He is similar to how he almost shattered right now when he was on the ground. So yeah, he is looking very bad.
Okay.
Okay, and let's see, Trixie is actually going to look up on her turn, and she's going to see the clock tower is starting to set fire. And,
Oh no.
and she is going to rush over to the clock tower. And she is going to see Katja on the ground. And she's not going to be able to do anything since that's all of her turn, but
Damn it.
Katja, it is not your turn. Your girlfriend is watching you being consumed by fire. What do you do?
The unbridled
Yeah.
spite woman.
You look like you're
she's
about
back.
to say. You look like you're about to say this is fine.
One, yes, this is fine. But she stands and she's covering her shoulder and she pulls away and she looks at the blood. She doesn't grab her sword. No, I want to tell you motherfuckers what random ass piece of shit that I have in my inventory. I got a fucking knife. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look at that bitch ass heart. I'm yikes!
You're throwing the knife?
I'm throwing the knife.
Okay. Roll. Kick some ass.
It's an 11.
2 things happen at once. You throw the knife into the painter's heart. And 2, you see the heart explode. And the
Oh.
being that was the avatar of sorts of it crumples into dust.
Nice.
We killed Van Gogh.
And all of you that are in the vicinity are covered in fucking rainbow paint. And also on fire, so you might want to move a little bit.
This is Katja. Katja gonna go fucking down in a blaze of glory.
Am I on fire?
No, you're not on fire, you're fine.
Oh.
Trixie, I should probably say it's, everyone that's in the vicinity is covered in paint. Katja is almost on fire.
Katja is almost on fire.
You might want to get out.
I know what I'm gonna do on my turn.
You just watch Katja casually walk to the very edge of the clock tower, just do a little, and then fall off.
Oh, I thought she was stuck.
Nope, she's just gonna do a little, and then
You're
fall.
not gonna take your sword?
Her sword, her sword, she can summon at any time.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Okay. Covered in paint, you diddle the wave and fall.
Covered in paint, her own blood, and just like lingering bits of fire, she
That's her-
falls in her very, very classic Terrazel
Here's a
Blaze of
question.
Glory.
When we're in this realm,
Mhm.
Do we look painted? And does
No.
Koch's... Oh, dang. I thought it would be cool if Koch's blood looked like paint.
Can it?
Sure. The blood can look like paint.
It'd be cool if we looked painted while we're here.
All right, sure. Why not? Yeah, you look painted too.
For art requests.
Okay, got it. So,
Make you do watercolor.
Jimothy, you are covered in paint. Trixie's covered in paint. Koch is covered in paint.
Alright. What's the situation looking like? So the painter's art's dead.
Yeah. The moment that this thing got fucking destroyed, all of the painting just... Wait, I have a thing for this. All of the painting just shakes, and you watch as the colorful lights of dusk actually change to that of darker. So it's more later in dusk, nearly night.
Oh, dang.
So all of the warm colors are replaced by darker colors of
Except for the flames.
except for the flames.
Which look painted, too.
Yeah. So it's rainbow and it's still very colorful, but more it's cool colors at this point.
Alright.
And it seems like Dorian is not looking good either.
So, Koch is okay.
Koch is flying, I assume.
Nope, she's falling.
Are you gonna, like, spread your wing? Are you peregrine falconing?
She's waiting until the very last second to make it look dramatic because she's being a dramatic little shit right now.
That's what we
waiting.
thought it was. You were peregrine falcon. So I'm not concerned. I was just
Don't
wondering
be
if I had
concerned, she's just being dramatic.
to... Okay, and Trixie's okay.
Trixie's
So
okay,
that
yeah.
means... Can I be the sheriff?
The what?
Are we... Okay. The question is, have we defeated Dorian?
No,
So he needs a bit more damage, right?
not very much. I will tell you right now.
So the ghost gun would be sufficient, right?
It would. Hey,
I'm
Koch, can you
gonna-
also volume?
Oh, no.
I'm seeing this. I'm gonna fly over. And can I can fly and shoot at the same time, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm gonna try and get a last shot on Dorian.
Let's see if the dice are in your favor, my dude.
Let's pray. Because I do get to add plus weird because it's the ghost gun.
Okay, go for it.
It won't do as much damage, that's the thing I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Alright. That's a 9.
Okay, and Shadow is still helping you, so I'm actually going to see if she can... Yes, she can. That's going to be a 10, because Shadow is helping you.
So I got a success.
You got a complete success. So that's a 2 damage?
Yeah. 2 harm. Ignores armor.
Ooh, that'll do it. You see Dorian is now on the ground, has escaped the grip from the giant Tommy, and is trying to scramble to his feet. And you hear a from Shadow, "Hey, fuckface!" And you, Dorian looks up right towards you, James. Where are you aiming?
I'm aiming? Right
where
at the
you
heart. We're gonna be
Okay, but-
cinematic with this bitch. Right in the
Okay.
heart.
Also, he's
Ashes to ashes.
All right. Give me a second here.
More referring to a phoenix than the actual funeral thing.
Yeah.
Because this is about rebirth, not death.
Okay. Dorian falls. Clouds swirl above his head as he slams into the ground. He's too weak to get up and fight. Not anymore. But it's not his choice whether he stands. Not again. The twitching brushstrokes begin to struggle and hold the city together come to life. Ropes of paint clasp into the ground as he howls like a broken piano, gold spilling from his lips and wounds in droves. And Trixie stares. It's Trixie's time.
It's Trixie's time!
Anyone
Go,
can scream
kid.
anything.
Go, kid, go!
Trixie nods.
You got
Wait!
these tricks.
You see Trixie rush forward, rushing, splaying out a hand to take it back. What's hers? What was always hers? The ever-present symphony swells as fingers make contact with Dorian's chest, and all of you are blown back by a flash of light. Color, sound, scream, or maybe songs escape the lips of your friends, Tommy, Trixie, and Dorian. Then, nothing. Nothing at all. No music. No screams. No paint lusting for your demise. Until you wake up. You're on the ground. All of you are on the ground. In various states of harm, but alive. Alive to see her. Trixie. You thought you knew beauty. You thought you knew satisfaction, but there she was to teach you what either meant. A woman, a fae, embodied in gold and green and wings, and my god, wings that could only be gifted by the gods themselves.
Awesome.
Her body is a Her body is a
Charlie.
Her body is a garden, and where the ground was barren, flowers have sprouted and grow and demand a place in the world that they made theirs. All of you begin to stand as this new creature floats to the ground, a crumpled figure at their feet. Black hair, green eyes, and black clothes. A stray feather one might mistake belonging to a crow remaining on their cheek.
Oh.
He is calm. He's his true self. The real Dorian Morningdale before he claimed royalty.
The fuck?
Let me see.
Wow.
He has black hair, yes.
Raven hair.
Yeah.
Edgy boy.
Trixie kneels down and offers a hand, but not to Dorian. Her other friend, Tommy. Tommy, you are no longer in your archfey form, nor will you ever be again. Tommy, when you stand, you are yourself. Not how you were when this all started, but the closest you've ever been. Your eyes blink back to the blue you claimed at birth, and the only memory of what may some call divinity exists as two small stubs remain on your forehead. Horns.
Antlers.
What do you do?
Tommy will do a quick oversight, like take a quick peek around, see what else is different about himself. Really quickly. Not.
You are you. How you were before you became an archfey or had any fey in your blood. This is the most familiar your body has ever been.
I missed this.
Miss you though.
Trixie. Sorry.
I was gonna say, and then he'll look down at Dorian. You okay there, bud?
You okay there, bud? You living, son?
You okay there, bud?
You okay there, buddy?
You okay there, bud? You alright?
Dorian is currently unconscious. He does not respond.
He is not doing alright. He's not doing okay.
I'll take that as a yes.
He's breathing though.
Oh,
He's had a long day.
he ain't dead. He looks like he
Actually-
needs a big nap.
Kaku, you seem to be missing some mass in your shoulder.
Oh, nice. There's a giant hole in Concha's shoulder.
There's still like gold paint in it.
Wait,
Oh, nice.
Trixie speaks for the first time. Wait, she... My god, she's beautiful, and she floats down, still wings that you've never seen before aloft. And without saying a word, well,
Here.
How gossamer are these wings?
Yes. She puts a hand on your wound. And almost like a memory, you feel a gentle warmth as she brushes her hand across your shoulder, and it's nothing but a scar.
I
fucking love my wife.
I didn't know I could do that.
There's a lot of things people don't realize that they can do until, well, we do them. Healing just happens to be one of those things. You're
I've never
natural.
healed like that before, but
Suits you.
She realizes that she's flying. Oh, she, her feet reach the ground, and
Katja now has to look down.
actually not as much as you did before. She's a little bit
Taller?
taller. She's still short.
You got taller.
What?
Huh?
You
I
got
don't-
taller. I
Wait.
don't have to crane my neck as
You
far
got
down to look at you,
taller.
so I don't feel like I have to squat.
How
Wait,
much
wait,
taller
wait,
did
wait.
she get?
Like 3 inches.
How tall was she before?
She's like 5.
5'2".
She's 5'2", so now she's like.
She is the same height. She's a 1 inch shorter than Tommy.
Oh, I guess that's a change.
You look at her rose dress.
It's the only thing that's a change. Excuse me, bitch. You're fucking gorgeous. Jesus Christ.
oh, I'm sorry. I mean,
Oh my
wait.
god.
No. First off, you are not allowed to apologize for that. I'm just a little bit jealous that I'm not the hot one in the relationship.
I don't know about that. You are a literal angel, but I don't. Does
Shut
anyone
up. Look at this shit.
Does anyone else need any help healing?
Be fine. I just have paint in what remains of my ghostly rib cage that is caved in.
What are your harm looking at?
I'm at 4 harm.
I'm at 3 harm because of that legendary action.
I was at 5, but then Trixie did a little foot-a-doo.
4 harm and it's healed.
I'm at 1.
Tommy has a glue on his stomach, and that's about it.
What about the favorite nephew?
There's
I
Jade.
just-
Jessica hit it all?
I think you got him.
I got punched in the face, but I'm fine.
Oh, Jade, your nose.
Your nose. Oh, I found your glasses.
Your
They're
mother
broken.
will kill us.
I'll just tell her you did it.
What?
What?
I didn't fucking do it. It was this little shit. I think he got smaller.
He did get smaller.
He's about like, what was he, 5'2" before?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's 5 foot.
he did get
Aw.
smaller. He's the
He's
size
so
of
small.
He's the size of the Magister.
Yeah.
Still a
Tiny
little taller
man.
than Maeve.
Here, let me heal you guys.
Alright, sure.
Get the kid first.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Do the ones with actual flesh wounds first.
Oh,
I don't have any actual flesh, it's fine.
Trixie is a little bit taller and approaches Jasper and gently places a hand on his cheek. And you are going to take back, well, you're going to heal completely. Your nose resets itself. And other than a little bit of blood, you're fine.
Reset the nose.
So you're still my aunt. You're still my aunt, right?
I think so.
Good.
You don't seem.
He'll hug her.
She hugs back.
Oh.
All right, you guys.
Get Tommy
she-
first. I don't have flesh.
And she looks at Tommy and stops. And then she hugs him.
I keep my promises.
He hugs back.
All right,
Good.
let's get that
Someone-
stomach then.
Someone's gonna end this relationship.
Apparently, here.
And she places a hand on your side, and the damage is good. It's gone. Don't worry about it. Cancel the damage.
Alright, sweet.
Cancel the damage. Reschedule it.
Reschedule it.
I'd
How
like
much
to
damage?
cancel my subscription to damage, please.
Yes. Jimothy?
I took 4
Good.
damage
Okay.
directly to my ghostly rib cage.
You know you're the first one that I healed in this group, right? I mean, other than Katja.
I know. It's weird.
But you healed my boo-boos when I was a kid.
Oh,
Well,
sweet
I
boy.
did.
Yeah,
I did.
I'm the 3rd
You're the third then. On the field.
on the field. And to be fair, it was a similar injury.
Sometimes, sometimes you just need a little help healing the little things.
Yeah. Like
Trixie-
ribs.
Trixie puts a hand on your side, and the damage, -3, so you still have 1. That is right, you're good.
It's good.
Alright. Well. Alright, group hug everybody. Group hug. Come on.
Come on.
Alright, I'm coming.
Come
Watch the
on.
wings. Watch the wings.
Yeah, the
Careful.
sensitive.
And group hug time in the painting.
With the
I need.
unconscious Dorian on the ground.
No,
Dorian's
Tommy picked him up
drowning.
and
This
brought him
ain't
from
about
the-
him.
No, don't bring the unconscious corpse into this shit.
Dorian's unconscious. This ain't about him.
I know what to do to wake him up.
How
What?
about
Pull out an Oreo.
Gentle.
Sticks it in his mouth.
As you pull out the Oreo, you see him breathe in. Well, 2 things at once. He breathes in.
No.
And then
But
he jokes
then-
on it.
Your peaceful reunion is interrupted by a crash that shakes the world.
All
Oh
right.
shit, we gotta go.
You turn your head.
Gotta leave.
You turn your head in the distance and see a building collapse like wet clay, sending dust into the melting sky. No, not melting, crumbling. A cloud above you cracks, leaving only a void of black in its place as it rushes to the ground. The fountain behind you explodes as shards of the cloud melt into nothing.
Well, yeah, we
The
need
world
to leave.
grows alive as it begins to crumble around you.
Sorry.
Quick! We need to get out of here!
Tommy picks up
Katja,
Agreed.
I was about to say, Katja is picking people up, summoning the
Grabbing
wings, and yeet!
Tommy
Grabbing
grabs
Dorian.
and starts running.
So both
Katja
Tommy
picks
and
up
James
Jasper.
are Dorian.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's strong enough. I
Just
think
go
one
on.
can handle.
Like a
Katja just
glass.
go on pick.
Yeah,
Katja,
You float. He grabs one of the umbrellas from the ground. Float. Come on.
but can we just appreciate
That's not how that
the
works!
Tommy,
Yes.
the flute.
The flute!
The
Pulls
flute!
it out, plays a note, and jumps.
Katja just picks up Jasper like a baby, and then summons the wings, and then yeet!
Also, like, is both Tommy and James are holding on to Dorian?
Yes.
Like, James is floating up and Tommy's just the umbrella. We both have Dorian under arm. Who has the head and who has the legs?
Tommy has the head.
I have the
As-
legs.
As the
Okay,
door
so-
begins, you see the door above you as you float to the balcony you entered from begin to melt like everything else, and you
I
reach
need
it
art of this scene too.
right before it crumbles into dust.
Whew. Oh shit! Explosion! Run!
Run!
Hold
20
up.
feet!
You collide into the ground, solid ground not threatening to give way like the others.
Ow.
You turn back to the painting, seeing it is beginning to grow and pulse with energy. Run! You rush
Run!
through the eerie, half-burned corridors, hearing a buzzing noise growing louder and louder until
I will say that we made sure that Holloway's chair was far enough away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna
20
worry about
feet.
Duh, we're not gonna kill Hallway. Oh yeah, we brought your
Again.
husband back from the dead. Oh wait, he's dead again.
that. Okay, so
Oh my god, do it again.
Okay. Your mind races, the damage, the people, the harm. Surely nothing good would come of such a giant explosion until... But then, all of your worries are silenced. All of your panic questions are lost to the wind, as a starred sky is scattered with rose petals. Sweet-smelling pink petals soaring across the sky, drifting to the ground. The last masterpiece of the man formerly known as Dorian Morningdale. The world you know is saved.
James has like a single artistic tear.
He's an artist. It's what he would have wanted.
Yeah. It is.
So, you are outside in this beautiful masterpiece, having survived.
I'm not dead. Thank fucking God.
Oh fuck.
Pick
I
up
send-
Nori.
Alright, I
Send me-
got him.
What, Corey?
I was going to say, I send the obligatory, you know the word, text to family and Charlie that he is alive and well.
Yep. I
Can
sent
you
a
do
text
it?
to
He's still being carried by Katja. Can you please send a selfie of that?
Yeah. And he's in
Hi.
his lumberjack outfit still.
Yeah! He's
He
better
was a
than
lumberjack. He was a lumberjack swordsman.
God damn.
Yeah.
Okay. All of you stand outside, enjoying this world and the fact that you fucking did it. As Trixie, in her new Archfey form, steps forward, looking at the rose petals, and turns to the one centerpiece of the garden that was not destroyed. You see the rose willow tree, still tall and strong.
I can feel it now. The world.
Tree?
Well, the grass, foliage. It won't harm anyone. Not as long as I'm here. We really did it, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say we fucking did. I think we did a good job too.
I think there's one less thing here.
Oh.
Who hears the other one?
We
Wait,
got him.
I have him.
Wait, there's one thing.
Yeah. I still have his legs.
She steps to the tree and places her hand on the rose willow, and you see it glow as a new mark is made on it.
What's it look like?
A T and an R.
Oh, I thought it would look like a bee.
My name is not Trixie Alicia. Not anymore. I am Trixie Rosewillow. And no one is going to take that from me.
And you see the tree respond as the petals fly off and up into the air, and sending the message that there is a new Archfey.
Wow.
Tommy takes a handkerchief out of his pocket and starts waving it in the air. Yeah, Trixie!
Yeah, now.
Oh, yeah, but I guess we have one other thing, huh?
Yep.
One last thing before the celebration drinks are poured, and I can go home and not be here
Sleep for a
and
week.
take a fucking nap, for God's sakes.
I don't know. I might nap right here. It's pretty.
Where the hell is hallway?
Where's Dorian?
In Tommy and James's arms.
Yeah.
Being carried.
Please let me down.
Hey, you're awake.
Are you
Welcome
even
back
gonna
to
be able
hell.
to stand up? You just went
please,
through a hell of a lot.
Just put him down.
All right.
put me down.
Gently. Support the head.
You put him down on the ground.
Gently.
And his eyes are scattered, and he puts a hand to his head.
Damn it.
And
Sorry about that.
you, you see him shivering to himself, kind of mumbling something nothing you can decipher, until you see a man in the distance, obscured by the almost whirlwind of petals. Broad, tall, long hair, alive and awake, and his shout shatters your heart. Dorian! You see the man that was Dorian look up, eyes focused, widening.
Holloway?
He shouts back, tears, the color of water this time, blink from his eyes as he rushes to his feet. Dorian! The figure shouts back, joy overflowing from his lungs, tears in his eyes, tears in both of their eyes as they see each other as themselves, their true selves for the first time in centuries. And yet, when Dorian, broken, afraid, and new, jumps into his arms, like not even the world could weigh him down, into the arms of his lover Holloway, you know that time means nothing. Not a damn thing. You reunite with the person you love. They fall to their knees in an embrace. Dorian cries in Holloway's hair. He weeps like he's never had the chance. But there's no sadness in his voice or on his tongue. Only a tearful sigh and a smile. A smile that could fix just about anything. Even a broken, old man.
I think we did it.
Another day. Another saved world.
Another crisis averted.
Crisis averted, folks.
Fuck.
Rounds are on me.
We have a bar at our own place. We don't need to spend money.
Exactly. We'll
We,
make you a Shirley Temple, Jazz.
no, we have to hide Dorian, guys.
Oh.
Archmage.
Yeah.
I've got a place.
Wait, we do.
Wait,
And you see Trixie reach out, and something has occurred to her. And I actually need to change the music. Hold up, give me a second. Fuck.
This music was really nice, and I know what it's
This
from, but you need to
fucking-
send
this-
me these.
This one fucking session is like fucking November rain.
It is. There's
Oh.
such a diff.
Oh,
like,
the finale's over. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's
Sorry,
better
that's
than
the
being
only
What's New
thing I-
Pussycat.
There's like a dip in the middle, and it's like, oh, the session's over. No,
No,
it's not.
it's not.
There's
It's
more.
There's probably about an hour, we'll probably be done by 9, if I were to make a guess.
I gotta pee first. God damn it.
Okay, go do that.
We couldn't pee the entire time we were in the painting. I'm gonna pee too, just to be safe.
I can hang
Okay.
off for an hour.
But like, I'm gonna tell you this right now, even though the session's not over yet.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic fight and music.
Right.
Your music choices are always on point, but this, especially this arc, has been my favorite.
Well, the thing about it is last arc we had like disgusting rats. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, I'm doing an artist. So you guys could have the opposite enjoyment.
Also, it's also because this has been like, I have a lot of like musical tastes that reach into classical and stuff like this. So I've just been vibing to every song.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love them in seasons after fall. They fit
I
the
know it.
emotions of the scene so well. So well.
Well, I'm glad we started early, shit.
Yes. As am I.
Yeah, we're almost done. There's a thing that's immediately gonna happen that someone knows about.
Yes. Yes.
Then your celebration if you want it. Then the cliffhanger / Dorian thing. Oh, well, we'll just chill here while we're waiting for the other team.
So, Janice, what have you been thinking of this?
The arc?
The arc, all of it.
I think it's tied as my second favorite arc. With yeah. With arc 4. My favorite still being the first one.
Hard to beat with classics, huh?
Oh,
Yep. It's because we failed. That's why it's my favorite.
Yeah?
Yep.
I love this fucking song.
Right? Are so pretty.
is the you know. So there's one other part here. Then there's the epilogue, which you will talk to Dorian, and then the So for transparency, one thing that's gonna happen with Tommy immediately. Then there's gonna be the epilogue where you get to talk with Dorian, and then there's gonna be a cliffhanger. Okay, so we are almost done, but there's just like probably less than an hour of shit to do.
Okay.
But I don't know. I loved that fight. God. I painted a word picture.
You did good.
I just like the fact that Katja set fire to a paint building.
Hey,
Pretty
it's something
cool.
of Dorian's too, so.
Just straight up, just looked at Dorian's painting, went, nah, fuck you, bro, and then set it on fire.
Arguably, you could call it Dorian's little world. So you set fire to Dorian's world? You set the world on fire?
Wait, so is Tommy mundane now? Or
Well, I did already finish his character sheet out.
Is
Yes
he?
and no.
Oh, so he still has some Fey abilities, like the
Not
Fey
exactly.
resistance?
Not exactly.
I'll talk with you guys once we're done with this, but
Yeah, because I need to know.
is he more powerful now?
I will have a full discussion after this, but
You
The
promise?
answer is yes.
okay. Tommy,
Yes.
as you go to leave, Trixie stops you and actually grabs your wrist.
Wait,
And she stops and looks at Katja and then at Tommy.
there's one last thing.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Tommy, your wife. She's here, but
She looks to Katja.
only she's gonna be able to find her.
Oh.
Laughs in sight.
Dang,
Shush.
I wish I could see Tommy's wife.
Let Katja do something cool, Corey.
Okay, Jasper will just know where she's at, but
Not
Not
saying
say
no.
no.
anything. Yep.
Being a little shit.
Let your aunt keep her pride, please.
Okay.
Jazz,
Yeah.
can you take Dorian and Holloway to my car and set them up in the back seat? In case
Sure.
you know who stops by.
Not
Yeah.
the trunk.
Not the trunk, the back seat. There's a blanket in there.
Could probably hide them better in the mystery machine.
They'll be fine in my back seat because I'm taking them somewhere they can hunker down for a couple days.
Okay.
Okay.
You're
Jasper's
so
like,
soft.
Jasper's like, I want to ride with the ghost of the mystery machine, and it's not
you-
James.
Hey, what's wrong with me?
You'll know where to find her.
And she maintains eye contact with Katja as if she's trying to say something, but not say it.
Does Katja hear anything?
You hear Kimmy somewhere.
You just watch her stand up, listen to like where it sounds the loudest, and just walk.
Good
I'm
luck,
glad
Tommy.
I can't see her because it seems like a little awkward for me to meet his wife.
Good luck, Tommy.
Thanks, Trixie.
This could be a Tommy and Katja only thing. I was assuming that it was.
It is. I was
Yeah.
just saying I'm glad I can't see her because James isn't going along.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's staying
All right.
behind with Trixie.
They'll tell you if, you know.
Like I said, Katja just finds out where it's loudest and walks.
Are you following, Tommy?
Yeah.
The two of you walk through the woods. You go behind the garden of what was Dorian's mansion into the woods that the werewolves escaped all those days ago. Well, a few days ago. Katya, you can feel her presence, but the closer you get, the stranger it feels. The stranger it is, and you can't really place it, but you don't know if you're just imagining it, because both of you notice the fireflies, actually the moth you named all those episodes ago.
Montgomery
Yes,
And Bartholomew.
and
and
Bartholomew
Matthew
and Matthew. But
and Montesquieu.
you just, that same feeling gets stranger and stranger until the both of you stop in front of an empty clearing. Tommy, you have no idea what's going on or where you're going.
Mm-hmm. But
What does Katja hear?
She is very, very close and she's approaching.
She holds a hand out to Tommy, and then she puts a hand to her lips. And then I just mouths the word, wait.
Does Tommy wait?
yeah, I will say as they've been going along, Tommy's been looking more and more nervous because he hasn't really talked to his wife in a while.
Mhm.
So he's anxious to see her again.
You look across the clearing, waiting, heeding Katya's words, and wondering, wishing, and then you see movement. White. A dress? A coat? You don't know until a hoof exits the nearest bush. Then another. Then a body follows. Fur. Pristine. A snow-white coat. 2 ears. A thin body and a tail. A deer. A beautiful snow-white doe. Katja?
Yep.
You know why you felt wrong.
That's her, isn't it?
That's Kimmy.
Katja's gonna stand quietly as she can. Motion for Tommy to do the same, continuing to put a finger to her lips. And she is going to walk into the clearing.
What's Tommy thinking?
He can't stop staring at the deer, but he will follow Katja.
Katja, you enter the clearing with Tommy, and the deer kind of lazily raises its head, looks at you, and then goes back to grazing. Doesn't pay you much mind. Do you approach?
Mm-hmm.
You approach, and the closer you get, doesn't seem the slightest bit unnerved. You are feet away from it and it hasn't moved. What do you do?
She looks at Tommy. Kimmy is here, but not in what you think. Not how you think she should be. Kimmy's alive. That part I can assure you. But she's not what she used to be. And then she just kind of glances over at the doe, trying to see if Tommy will make that connection.
Tommy's still staring at the doe. She's the doe, isn't she?
Yes. Yes, she is. It probably explains why we can get so close and she doesn't seem bothered. She kind of, she'll put her hands in her pockets and she kind of moves out of the way. so Tommy can get closer.
Does he?
A little bit.
Okay, I
And-
gotta fucking mute this chat.
And then he kind of crouches in front of her, where she's grazing.
She doesn't pay any mind. She doesn't run. But she doesn't acknowledge you either.
He's really going, aren't you? Did that actually get caught, or did you not hear?
No, I did. Katja, you
Yep.
hear something. As Tommy verbalizes this, you hear words, an idea, and you realize that it's her.
She had one thing left to do. And she did it. She came here to say goodbye. And until you meet again.
Can Katja see Tommy's face?
Yes.
He's crying.
Katja will walk over and she puts a shoulder or a hand on Tommy's shoulder.
The deer looks up from its grazing and it sniffs Tommy's face before licking away the tears.
He reaches down a little bit, kind of brushes her neck.
She allows it. And you meet her eyes. A small, the tiniest of sparks that you recognize. Just a hint, just a flicker. You know what Katja says is true. She doesn't have very long.
How did she even find me?
Let me see. Paste.
It's been 4 years. How?
She didn't find you. You found her. She felt your presence combined with different things. And of course, what remained of your wife couldn't exactly really resist her husband. And the deer certainly can't resist an archfey.
So my dumbassery brought my wife back to me.
Yeah, pretty accurate. Is Tommy kneeling right now?
Yeah, he pretty much went to sitting on the ground.
Katja will sit next to him. Chill with the deer.
Okay.
It's actually kind of fitting. Since it was my dumbassery that brought us together in the first place.
Well, it kind of proves that being an idiot sometimes isn't the worst thing to happen to you.
The deer sits down beside you, laying in front of you. Its head on Tommy's lap.
Tommy will pet the deer if the deer will allow.
Yeah. The deer allows him. Any more questions for your wife?
That was the only other one I had.
I
Yeah.
had one more.
Well. Weren't you also here for avenging yourself? You seem to want that pretty bad. In the kennel.
Katja will kind of lean back and put her palms into the dirt. The funny thing was, it was never about revenge. It's about finding peace. You can't fight future enemies. You can't fight anything here or in the future if you're still struggling with the ones in your past. If anything that remained of her wanted to help you, even if the last thing that she did was help you say goodbye. Funny. I think you and I both could learn from that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm usually right about these sorts of things.
After a few minutes under starlight, the last you'd ever spent with your wife, the deer stands up. And you hear her speak. Well, not hear her, Katja hears in her way.
Hold on.
And have fun reading that, buddy.
Fuck, bitch. Okay. Okay. Now that any unresolved conflict is gone, everything that remains of her as a human will leave. I'm going to read, but I'm going to say exactly what she told me, because I figured she wants me to say what you want to hear.
The deer stops and meets Tommy's eyes. The most human you've ever seen an animal be.
And that is, when I am done here, I will see you on the other side. I would never leave you alone. Not in the afterlife. She's proud of her tough guy. The kids are alive and well despite everything. Take care of the kids, Tony. Be a good man.
She leans in, your hand finding the underside of her face, and as you see her eye, you see that spark, that tiny piece of humanity in this doe's eyes flicker out. You watch the deer blink, animal instincts kicking in as it reacts from your touch. Walking back. Without a word, the doe turns and runs into the forest. All you hear is the distant sound of hoofbeats. The sound of the wind. And that of your wife. Finally, gone. As the screen fades to black.
Fuck me.
Okay, guys. All right, we'll take 5 here.
You know what fucking hurt most? That I disconnected in the middle of that. Mid crying.
I think what hurt me the most was when she was talking about the fact that you can't fight future battles when you haven't fought the demons of your past. That's why I said Kaja could learn something from that too.
Can I do something kind of funny? Can I say something kind of funny?
Sure.
Can I finish explaining first?
Yes, please.
Because that poor fucking woman is still dealing with trauma from things that happened when she was 25, with the Fairchild incident, to still trying to get to come to terms with Kago. She's still fighting a lot. But I think now she's starting to learn to let go. But now James can do his shit.
The afterlife's gonna be fucking awkward.
Just James. I see it now. Just James and Kimmy sitting next to each other. So, you fucked him too?
Did you do that weird thing where he, takes off his rings and then he does that thing where he like coughs to the side? I don't know why he does that every single time.
He just coughs to the side.
Okay, I'm connected again.
But I was talking about the weirdness of the afterlife. It's just James and Kimmy sitting
Just
next
waiting
to each
for the
other.
same guy.
Nah, I just fucking Kimmy looks at him and goes, "So you fucked him too?"
Yep.
Does he do that weird thing where he like coughs to the side first? I don't know why he does that. Just
He
like
does
once.
what? Okay, what did you say?
He coughs to the side.
Like
Yes, he did.
I don't know why he does that. I've been married with him for how many goddamn years?
I thought it was like a medical thing. I was worried.
It's not a medical thing. We went to the doctor. Went to the doctor that one time before we had a kid, before I had the other one, and he couldn't figure out what the hell it meant.
It's just a thing where he just turns his head and coughs.
I don't know why it is. It's just
He
once.
just
Just
turns
one
his head
time.
and coughs once, and then goes for it.
Single cough. Okay, here's the thing. The weirdness of it was that you probably know this. I was a ghost for a long ass time. Comparatively.
He slept with the ghost. He slept with an archfey. What is going on with this man? He was homophobic for like a solid month.
I don't know. I told you. I told him all those days ago. It's just all that repressed homophobia. You can't go against it.
You actually managed to do a perfect Minnesota accent. But also, I mean, to be fair, like, I rescind the boundaries, but here's the thing. He accidentally flirted with a guy at a bar.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know he was bisexual ever since I saw him on the theater.
He was trying to, like, talk casually, and you know what he said? You come here often?
I knew he was bisexual from the moment I saw him on the theater.
I mean, I fucking love that man, but my god, let's face it, he makes me laugh.
Oh, I know. He's such the funniest guy. I remember he used to make...
Talking really sweet things about Tommy while we wait for him up there.
They're either shit-talking the man, or they're, like, being really nice about it.
Anyway, this is our laughs thing because how you doing, Corey? That was a thing.
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
I'm
tired.
Mood.
We're almost
I have-
done.
My ring is.
I finally got in control over myself.
Get yourself together.
There was no fucking together here. I just had enough, near enough to make do.
All right.
Sorry, my
So
little
the
sister
focus
had to
thing-
ask me about blue paint.
All right. There's only one more thing, and that's talking to Dorian, and then the other thing. But
Mhm.
if you're still willing to do that, I just want to,
Yes.
Yeah.
so I can get the cliffhanger.
Yes.
Okay.
That
So are
would
we
have
ready
been a
for
very
that?
awkward car ride to the garden.
Did you guys take? Where did you guys take Dorian? Did you take him to the Garden of Eden, or where did you do that?
Also, what are we doing with that
That's what
flute?
I
Are we
think.
leaving it with, Did we... I guess we're leaving it with Dorian.
What thing are we leaving with
The
Dorian?
flute.
Yes.
Oh, the flute. You can like keep it like for now.
I-
You're gonna talk with him for the first time, like just now in a bit.
Okay.
Tommy has a hideout that he's taking them to.
Okay.
The community garden that he has that has the underground area where he and James did the
Yes.
Had their
you're
lovely
taking-
dancing.
You're taking that one dude that you slept with one time to the other place where you took that one dude and slept with that one time.
hey, everything's been cleaned. And
Sanitize.
it's
There's not much of a mess. It was ghost sex.
Doesn't matter. Sanitization. We're not filthy
The every-
animals here.
the bedspread was changed and everything.
It's just our
Okay.
little love shack.
God damn it.
So it's gonna be their little love shack for a few days.
Gross.
Yeah.
So they
Okay.
can get something more permanent.
Gross. Anyway.
Okay, we good?
It's our
It's
honeymoon
pretty secure.
destination.
There's a little there's security cameras and they can like check out who's on the property and everything.
There's security cameras in the love shack.
Okay, above ground areas.
Floating that.
Above ground areas.
Tommy, you nasty.
God, no, not in the love shack itself. They're in the above
Okay,
ground
okay.
areas.
Can we just
so
appreciate
that
the fact that
anyone
we have-
in there can
Can we just
keep an eye on
appreciate the
grounds?
fact that we have permanently dubbed it the Love Shack?
Yeah, the garden love shack. There we
The
go.
Garden of Love
Are you
Shack.
happy?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, next.
All right. The twittering of birds reaches your ears as a lark falls upon a tree branch. The bird picks at the blossoms against a gray, rainy city skyline. Spring, how it should be. Until the sound of a car causes the bird to fly away. Focusing
Bye-bye,
your
bird.
attention on the cemetery behind, you see a man with black hair, a blue suit, a leather jacket, over a grave, mourning. Somewhere in the
grave what?
parking lot, 3 figures hop out of a colored van. We jump to the man's side. One Tommy Calzone placing flowers over a newly dug grave marked Kimberly Cerrone, beloved wife and mother. It's been 4 days since you hit Dorian, since Trixie became the Archfey, and 3 days since Maria Stephanie released the body of Kimmy Cerrone into her mourning husband. 3 days. 3 days. Well, 4 since Tommy said goodbye. How many times has Tommy been here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Every fucking day.
Every
honestly-
single
And
day.
he
And
did
honestly, I don't blame
actually- He did actually tell his kids about this.
He
they
brought a
went with-
sleeping bag.
And they went with him, I assume, right?
At least once each.
Alright. The 3 figures approach. People you have come to call friends in the few months you've known them. Koch Terzel, Jasper Dinkle, and James Grimm.
I
They
brought
stop
flowers.
I mean, you see Tommy at the grave, what do you do?
Hey,
Me. What are you all doing here?
well,
Making sure that you're
You're-
still breathing.
exactly. Also, I'm a ghost. I kind of get free reign.
It's been about 4 days since we last communicated with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was told specifically by Ikumo to give you your space, so he understands.
I mean, was there a funeral? That's the question.
Yes.
Probably.
I guess Another one.
There was a
Yeah.
funeral, yes.
A real one.
I mean, I was at the funeral.
I was there as well, but we didn't get the chance to speak.
Yeah.
As soon as everything was over, Trixie called me about needing some help with some archfey stuff.
I may or may not have cried a lot.
Well,
Brought flowers.
they're kind of from everyone, so.
Mhm.
I appreciate it.
Jasper, say anything sweet?
I brought you garlic.
Oh, this sweet baby boy.
Italian
That's actually very
flowers.
sweet, yes.
It is.
You didn't bring it out in front of Vivi, did you?
Not this time.
This time.
He learned from last time. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, bud?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because your mom gave you an earful when I told her what happened.
Etiquette, kid, etiquette.
Yeah.
Mhm. Hey Tommy, have you eaten today?
No, not yet.
Well, glad we brought lunch. Glad I brought you something.
You brought a
Okay.
picnic?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're having lunch with Kimmy. It's fine.
Yeah.
Alright. All of you sit down and eat at the grave.
Jasper with his Chex Mix. Okay, but
They're in
Jasper opening a package of Oreos, pulling one out, and setting it on Kimmy.
We all put the Oreo on Jimmy's grave. It's like Dia de los Muertos.
She had a fucking
No,
addiction to these things.
I
You did?
have created a monster.
No, you've created an Oreo.
Yes.
Oreo
In the park car,
in the graveyard.
at the grocery market.
I'm eating Oreos in a graveyard.
Oreos from the grocery market.
If when I die, why do you better put a fucking Oreo on my
I will
grave?
give you a whole pack of Oreos.
I
It's
will
the first
give
thing
you
I'll do, buddy.
that
But
ridiculous.
Don't leave the packaging, because it's gonna be like near a tree, and I want like here.
I'll give
Yeah.
you one of those dumbass Bison Tuple Oreos, okay?
There's gonna be some woodland creatures that find that, and they're gonna be so fucking hyped.
I'll
Don't
buy
want
you-
this shit.
I'll buy you double stuffed Oreos, buddy.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
As you sit down and enjoy a picnic, feeling a little bit lighter despite the bleak setting,
What?
you are interrupted by another car rolling up that halts your grieving. You turn your back to see a black car turn off its engine in the parking lot, and a man slither from the driver's seat.
Hey, it's Vargas.
Marcus!
Tall, slender, skin with a touch of green. Varkas, alone. He gives a small wave as if to ask whether or not he should approach. He
I give
nods,
him a nod.
and he walks over. To interrupt your grieving.
It's alright.
It's fine.
Oreo?
He takes one.
Can we just appreciate the fact that James and Jasper have created the trend of giving every single NPC that comes across our path within the first, 30 seconds of seeing them, pulling a whole ass Oreo out of their pocket. It's just going, Oreo.
This is the
Trademark.
purpose of James's fanny pack.
It's
Okay.
just
It's got Oreos in it.
He's quiet for a little bit. Just noting the silence because you don't always need to say something, but I am a little familiar with reincarnation, and what I can say, your wife must have loved you very, very much to be able to maintain herself after assuming another form.
I'd say so.
I could feel it.
I mean, look at him. What's not to love?
Tommy turns just a touch fucking red of that because it's been a very emotional last few days for him.
I didn't mean that like physically, just like you in general. What's not to love?
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I am here for business. Dorian is ready to speak with in your secure location. And I'm here to ask that I'm there when you interrogate him.
That was part of our deal, right?
Yes.
I'll give him a heads up. We're coming over.
Right. I'll meet
Alright.
you there.
We've taught Holloway how to text, so
He uses a lot of emojis.
I was gonna say Holloway absolutely uses a fuck ton of emojis, and half the time he doesn't even understand what they mean. Like he said an eggplant one time and was very confused why Dorian was getting mad at him.
Just smileys and eggplants.
Smiley's an eggplant.
Smileys, eggplants, a devil, and he uses the flags.
He uses the flags.
He sends me a lot of poop ones saying it's chocolate. It's not chocolate.
Oh my god, that child.
Okay, but Holloway did find the little angel emoji, and now he keeps sending it to me and going, "Look, it's you."
Keep sending me skeletons and ghosts. I approve.
I do appreciate.
Do you guys head over?
Yes.
Yeah.
Touch and Holloway, best friends, hands down.
All right. So, you guys head over to the garden, which another time I would describe, but late. So,
At least I know well.
you enter the basement of the garden, and you enter through the door to see Dorian in a blank room. Black hair, freckles, clothes that are not his usual suits, and Holloway at his side. He looks worse for wear, but with Holloway currently laying a blanket over his shoulders and humming a soft tune, you can see that he's managing, at least.
and he
And-
was a blanket burrito Dorian.
Yes, this is canonically thank
Dorito.
And
He's a
He,
Dorito.
holds on his blanket and looks to you. Hi, he says.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
How are you
Oreo?
Stop.
It's gluten free.
I'm fine, but
Holloway,
Better.
Oreo.
better with Holloway here.
Do you want an Oreo, Holloway?
Sure.
Absolutely.
He takes
an
one and
Oreo.
eats it.
I suppose you have questions then.
Unfortunately, we do. I wish I could come here on better terms. But there's a lot that we need to learn from you. And there's a lot that we have to discuss.
Right, but I think before that we should talk about the elephant in the room, as it may be.
Yeah.
My punishment for all this.
We are not the ones to give that.
No.
I was about to say, besides getting blasted to smithereens, dragged back together in a process that's more excruciating than death about 3 times over. I don't know.
But Katja will step out of the way and show that Varkas is also there.
Ah,
He's...
hello, Vargas.
Oh, you were aware during the deal we made, correct?
Yes.
Dorian?
Wrong one. What? Aware
as
during
if-
what deal?
I was asking Dorian if he was aware during the deal that he and Varkas specifically made. And shook on.
Oh. What?
Okay, fuck that guy deal.
Yeah, the fuck
Yeah.
that guy deal.
If Dorian's a part of it?
If Dorian
he-
was aware
aware.
enough to know of it.
Oh, okay, sorry, I know what you're talking about. And he stops and thinks, oh wait, wrong one.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Though I didn't know it counts if I was just shards. Though I suppose it's up to you, isn't it?
Yes, it would be. Vargas stops and looks to all of you. Looking with you. Looking to give out
You're cutting out a lot.
Yeah, Varkas'
you are.
voice sucks for that microphone.
Yeah.
It does.
You might need the big microphone.
As I'm working with you and looking to give out pardons. I suppose the choice comes to you. Whatever you want to do with this matter.
Well, it caused a bit of mess, but it technically wasn't your fault in the end. But,
Don't you think I've been through enough?
I do.
He shakes his head, before his face falls.
If you think I'm deserving of something further, punishment after this, I won't resist. I understand.
I only have one thing I wish to happen to you.
Yes.
She walks up to Dorian.
Wait,
She
Quadra,
kinda-
you're not...
She kind of looks. She looks at everybody. She looks at everybody. If we have no further punishment, I only have one.
Yes.
Wait, all the way turn around.
Okay.
Don't get mad. He deserves this. And then she is going to smack him.
That's for all of us, and Lily.
That's for everybody.
That's for all of us here at RMM.
And that is a hearty backhand.
He cries out a bit and like puts his hand to his face.
Yeah, I'd say that covers everything.
That's it.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yes. I went through all the bullshit of having put you back together. You have to deal with the bullshit of my backhand.
You have to deal with the bullshit of being back together.
Exactly. So,
I have a question for you.
Yes.
How much do you remember?
Of what? Exactly.
Tice.
He stops, looks to Dorian, who's not. He looks to Holloway, who's still
Looks
eating
to
the
himself.
Oreo.
can we just appreciate that Holloway is currently sitting in the corner eating an Oreo?
That's
Eating the
me in
Oreo.
the corner.
He
Eating
looks.
Oreos.
He looks to Holloway, and then to you guys.
All of it. As much as I can. Anyway.
How much can you reveal?
He takes a breath.
All of it. Should I just begin then, or?
Probably.
He takes a breath.
You're probably wondering why I rebelled in the first place. I have bits and pieces of where you've been, but I joined Tice because I didn't like what RMM was doing to Faye and Faye kind. None of this would have been a problem if Faye and the Faye Wild were just allowed to grow, but they weren't. So, I joined Tice in hopes that RMM would be destroyed and Faye could exist as they were before all of this. Not knowing how deep it went. I was told that they had my friend, Willow, the
Oh,
legendary woman who jumped over mountains. She was an archfey She was an archfey for the island of Crete, and I considered her family.
is that
And
true?
I may not be an archfey, but I still can't lie.
No, was that true that they had her?
Oh. Yes. Willow was a part of Mount Titan's inner circle. She joined because she was like me in that aspect. She wanted to help people,
He shakes his head.
but she didn't know what she got herself into. And Holloway told you the story of the Enticed.
Oh, that
Yeah.
explains a few things.
Tice intends to use my friend and her other members of the inner circle and the other members of the inner circle to release Mel Titan and have him rule the world.
Alright, excuse me, I write this down?
I've had my doubts about Tice ever since the spell was placed on me, but once I was able to talk to Willow herself, I had no choice to rebel. I found a portal to the abyss in the Feywild. I was able to communicate with her there and learn the truth Tice was keeping from me, and I suppose opened my eyes to what was really going on.
Hey, that explains the first thing in the arc.
Yep.
She's not herself, not really, but she has enough sense that she doesn't want Maltitan to get out. But she'll never be her again. So I tried to kill the Archmagi, and he looks to Verkus. The Archmagi is one of the 7 enticed. The warlock possessing John Smith's body. This happened during the attack on RMM all those years ago when John Smith's eyes were removed. The warlock is still trapped in the abyss, but is using John as an avatar. Has been for decades. He's not at his full power, but in his human body, but he's close. His real power comes from being able to lead Tice to do his bidding, knowing all that he does. Wait.
The warlock of fusion.
No. No.
That would explain the fusion-like qualities.
That's not my expertise. That would be, well, a historian, I suppose, but it's less that 2 souls possess the body, but an infection spread and slowly killed John Smith and allowed the warlock from his place in the abyss to control the Archmagi until that's all that existed. So,
Wait, the leader of RM is an enticed.
yes. Yes, he is.
Explains a lot. I know it. I called it.
You can react to that because that is an info bomb.
I fucking called it. I called it. I called it. How many times did I call it?
James is not a good.
Also,
That is very, very, very bad.
Cheyenne, your camera is frozen.
And the Archmagi is here to do one of 2 things. To give information to Tice, and if he can, release Maltitan. There's a lot of information I can give to you on Maltitan and Tice, but right now what you need to know is this. Tice's goal is to release Maltitan. Tice believes if they help release Maltitan, Maltitan will reward them for their loyalty by giving them power once he has complete control over the world. And believe me, if Maltitan is released, he will have complete control of the world. There are 2 ways to release Maltitan. Either cause enough chaos around the gyre in Palapolis so that it consumes the magical energy and explodes, as the gyre is holding the spell together, or if each of the 7's blood is added to the gyre, it will release them all.
Oh God. The samples.
Tice has been using... Yep,
All the ancients.
yes.
All the. Oh shit. Every single thing we faced so far.
Yes.
Ancient werewolf.
Ancient ghost.
Ancient ghost.
Ancient magic users.
Ancient archmage.
Ancient demon.
Ancient demon.
They were given the blood to give them the aspects of said beings.
And they
And-
use them on innocents. Or
Yes.
their own members.
The hope was that these beings released would cause enough chaos to open the gyre, but you guys have stopped that every time. Tice has been using agents in the abyss to harvest the enticed blood and prepare it to use for this ritual. It is said for this ritual to complete with no chance of failure, all 7 of the mystics' blood must be added.
So, that means if we can prevent them from putting the mystic blood in the Gyre, how many have they put in so far? If any.
None.
Oh,
Do they have to all be done together?
Yes, they do. Ideally, I said for complete success without a chance of failure, all 7 would have to be added at once. There's a chance one could add one or another, and it might work, but the possibility of success would be lower the lower amount of blood you have.
so we just have to make sure they don't get any blood in.
And enough chaos doesn't happen to Palapolis. Which,
Yeah.
with this,
Almost happened.
What do they want with me?
he stops and looks. You were... He shakes his head. I don't know. I know that he wanted you. I know that there was a focus on you, but the Archmagi never told me exactly what. I can only guess. I think it's something about using you for Meltitan, because there is an issue with Meltitan. The Enticed can... Once the Enticed are released, Meltitan can come to this world, but it's unclear if his body will be able to sustain itself.
So they want to use Jasper as a host.
I think. That wasn't my expertise, but from my knowledge, I think you were supposed to be the catalyst for Meltitan. But I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't give you more.
What did you want with Tommy?
I wanted someone that could be my wild card. Someone that could have a chance to work outside of this. For a time, Tommy was under my control, and I did abuse that power, but the thing about Tice and the spells that they cast on me is it only affected me. It didn't affect Tommy, even if Tommy was under my control. I suppose I thought at the time I could use Tommy to kill the Archmagi, give him the powers to do so, and I could still do it without, well, going against the curse that they put against me.
Considering we kinda hate that guy, you kinda did.
I did. Unintentionally. He
Hey.
nods.
You never did apologize for that.
I'm sorry. I am sorry, Mr. Calzone. I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry I abused my power, and I'm sorry I only thought of myself and the things that I had. And there's a silence until Dorian looks up, and he stops and looks at Verkus. Wait, you're on our side.
Cut
Aren't you
out.
in charge? More or less. Aren't you in charge of security? How have you been explaining your absence? You see Verkus pause, considering. I've been giving him false reports about what's been occurring. Right now, he's having a meeting with Evelyn and assumes I'm at refuge. And then you see Dorian's face fall. Wait. Evelyn, as in Evelyn Burke. Verkus pauses.
Hold on.
Was she
Evelyn
involved too?
Burke. And you see Dorian stand. Give me a second here. You see Dorian stand, and Holloway stand too to try to help him. She's not here to talk to the Archmagi. She's here to check on you. What? Look, you need to go now. If she has any idea I'm here or that you're lying, she'll tell the Archmagi she's...
And then you hear a ring, 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 ring,
Oh
ring,
god.
ring.
Whose phone is it?
It's Vargas, isn't it?
Oh no!
Can we not have drama this night?
No, this is the cliffhanger. So, you're not expected to fix this right now.
Mm-hmm.
You see Varkas slowly reach into his pocket and click. Yes. Hello, Snake.
Snake.
You see him swallow
Oh, there's the
and
bitch.
stare at all of you.
Long swallow.
Miss Burke, I am in the middle of something. Now is not the... I can see your car outside. I know you're not at the refuge. The question I have is who you're with. I'm discussing important matters with a confidential client. The Archmagi asked. Can an adult please pick up the phone? I really am tired of these childish lies, and I know you four bastards can hear me.
Nope.
Varkas puts the phone on speaker.
Hello, beach.
Tommy raises
think we leave it at
finger
that.
to his lips and looks at Dorian and Hollow.
Just leave it at Contra going, hello. Beach.
There's one more thing.
Right, all of you can hear me? Good. Listen up. This traitor will not impede our progress. Neither will you and that faggot I know you kept alive.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, hell no!
But I don't care about them, because you've already lost. I've told the Archmagi what you've been up to, Varkas. And Mr. Morningdale will tell you there's no stopping what our leader's doing next. Glad we can finally be on honest terms, though it won't be for long. Enjoy what's left of your life when it lasts. Click!
And all of you look to Dorian and see his face is just flushed, just pale. And
Remember how I was telling you how you could open the gyre with the blood in the enticed?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Well, there's no chance of error if you have all the blood, but with some of it, there's still a chance you can succeed.
Wait a minute. The Archmagi was in the gyre.
If there was ever a
There's a-
chance, one can substitute the blood for any Creed mystic that's over 1,000 years old. And if there was ever a chance in his position was going to be compromised, the Archmagi.
yes,
Remember how I was telling you you could open the gyre with the blood of the enticed?
Mm-hmm.
For no chance of error, you need all the blood, but with some of it, there's still a chance you succeed, just a smaller one. And you can substitute ancient blood for any mystic that's over 1,000. If there was ever a chance his position was compromised, the failsafe is he would do that, add as much ancient blood as he could to open the gyre.
you see Dorian swallow.
He's going to collect as much ancient blood as he can,
Most likely from you.
and he's going to release Maltitan.
So we can't let him have his hands on you.
I'm not an Archfey anymore. My blood isn't like that.
But
True.
That
it's still
won't
over
work.
1,000.
Trixie.
I don't know if that would work, but
End.
Can
Cliffhanger.
we just appreciate that Evelyn is still on the phone during this? Or did
No,
she
she
know?
clicked off.